Hello and welcome back to Building on a Budget Models. I'm Thomas and today we'll be unboxing this. It's the Subaru Impreza WRX 1994 RAC and 1995 Monte Carlo Rally winner. It's a 1/24th kit and let's have a look on the side. So yeah, lots of details in different countries. This was second hand, apparently it was £16 when it was new. 1/24th, same image as on the front, same image here as well. It says 183.5mm long, 73mm wide, 134 pieces, made in Japan. That's the same on that side as well. Okay, options here in a fold-out sheet. The Subaru Impreza WRX made a sensational debut, finishing second on its first official WRC event, the 1993 1000 Lakes Rally in Finland. The Impreza, the successor to the legacy RS model, is noted for its superior balance and sharp handling, as well as its rigid and compact body. In 1994, Subaru World Rally Team drivers were Sainz and Colin McRae. They scored victories on the Acropolis and New Zealand rallies respectively. On the final round of the 1994 World Championship, Britain's RAC rally, Colin McRae and co-driver Derek Ringer led from the opening day. Gradually, McRae extended his lead in the forest stages of his home WRC event, driving carefully enough to ensure that he was the first British winner of this rally since Roger Clark's 1976 victory. Such wins helped in the further development of the Impreza, and in January 1995, Sainz and his co-driver Moya achieved a splendid win on the traditional opening event of the WRC, the Monte Carlo Rally, after a fierce battle from the start of the rally. And of course the Impreza went on to cement its legacy, along with that of Colin McRae, when he won the 1995 World Rally Championship driving it. Okay, so if we have a look through the instructions here, it's got this sort of typical Hasegawa fold-out sheet. There's a little bit of colour in this as well. Just position that down where we can see it. Quite a nice feature of these Hasegawa kits that they come with belts and photo etch, so you can see here it's got the sizes for the different seat belts. So it's interesting that this actually features designs for two different seasons, which is why you've got here the car number 5 and car number 4. And these are the decals for Sainz's Monte Carlo win, and you can see as well down here there's different instructions depending on how big you're going to do the number plate. And then over here you can see there's also the instructions for these are all the Monte Carlo instructions. Down here at the bottom it's got several different items. The ones that are blued out are ones that you don't need. The other decal instructions are on this separate sheet. So some of these have had parts taken off them because, as I say, it's second hand. I think here, this part here, should have been the dashboard, which is quite nicely moulded. It's a shame everything's in this blue. But obviously I'll be able to prime that. And then interestingly here we've got just one seat, because I think this was unclipped, and then there's some bits of roll cage, the exhaust, the kind of skid plate, got a little screw heads moulded into that, which is quite nice. Some very small parts there, not sure what they are, but yeah, nice. And the seat's got the holes for the belts to make sure that they're the right size. Then we've got another blue sprue here, and this one has been taken apart as well. So the interior tub is kind of moulded in one, which might make painting the door cards a little difficult. But there we are, we'll see. Yeah. So we've got this grey sprue here, and the floor of the car which has got some quite nice moulded details. You can see the underside of the engine there, and the space for the spare tyre, part of the radiator, rearview mirror, and lots of different wipers. Maybe the different wipers are for different versions. But I've noticed that some of these sprues actually say Legacy and Impreza on them. Don't know if you can see there. So that suggests that this shares parts. Another blue sprue here, nicely moulded. Disc brakes with calipers. You've got two steering wheel versions here. This one here doesn't seem like a Rallye version, but there we are. And then there's pedals, fire extinguisher. It's nice that that's not moulded in. Yeah, I think that's a number plate maybe. Wing mirrors. These cover up the lights on the front. Then the roll cage is almost completely one construction. But yeah, nice details on that. I do like that fire extinguisher. I think that's the steering wheel you're supposed to use. I'm not sure. This one's a bit weird. Tell me in the comments if you know what that is. And this blue sprue here is another seat, and this has been taken completely from the other sprue, which is an interesting touch. So that's exactly the same. There are two wheel sprues like this, and it seems that all the wheels are exactly the same. Nice bit of detail there with the 5 nuts in the middle. Other side. Yeah, pretty good. And this grey sprue here, and you can see the sort of underside. There's not a great deal of engine detail, but most of it will be hidden underneath the skid plate. Yeah, but the nice sort of coils for the shock absorbers. Okay, polycaps, and 4 tyres. I think they're all the same. Bit of a seam mark down the middle. But they seem quite nice. Anyway, they're good. So this bag is one of the only bags that had still been left intact. Oh no, it has been opened. So in this bag we've got the clear parts. The window is moulded in one piece, but it's quite nice. It's got the kind of heating element on the back. Then I guess these are for the fog lights, which I don't think you're supposed to use. These I think are headlights. Maybe they're not headlights actually. Those are the headlights. These are the tail lights. Ah, they're the front indicators, aren't they? Yeah, some nice details on those. And one of the things that really sets Hasegawa's kits apart, you've got this lovely photo etch fret here with lots of seatbelt buckles, these kind of pads to go at the bottom of the footwells, mirrors. I think these are clips to go on the bonnet, so really nice things there. And yeah, that's just that. Here is the bodywork. You can see moulded in blue in case you didn't want to paint it. The 4-door Impreza. Now, the person who had this before started to put things together. So this radiator, these fog light housings, this scoop shouldn't have actually been put on. I might have to see if I can, I mean especially the radiator grille here, because that should be black. So I might have to try to take things apart a little bit here. But yeah, it's quite nicely moulded. I think you can tell that this body was also used for the road car, because the spots for like the aerial and the roof scoop need to be drilled. So, but yeah, nice looking car, very recognisable. Then we have got the window masks, which for some reason are unlabelled, but there we are. So yeah, as you can see, these decals have seen better days. Bit of damage to the backing paper. Hopefully the decals themselves are okay, but yeah, they are cartographs, so hopefully they've held up okay. But yeah, also you can see there Network Q, RAC Rallye, and Lineltex Rallye Monte Carlo. So yeah, unusual. I've never seen a kit where it gives you 2 different kind of decal sets for different events. But yeah, even though they were banned from using the 555 name on the car, they managed to get 555 onto both of the number plates. So yeah, and there we are. I knew there was something else, couldn't find it. So in here we've got 2 bits of material. Got this blue, which is for the mudguards, and then this red, which is for the seat belts, and then this wire, which is for an aerial. Yeah, nice. I mean, this material doesn't really look that realistic as seatbelts go, but I think the reason that Hasegawa use it is because they want to put some Sabelt decals on it. So there we have it. I will be building this eventually, and you'll find out more about it in due course. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.